my dad. Can we get a dog? Dog, yeah. 2 houses down. They got a dog. You want to pet an animal? You walk 2 houses down. You pet their dog, and then you come back here and cut my lawn. What? What lawn? Why? What does the lawn have to do with a puppy? What are you talking about? There was no napping growing up. Once you were up, you were up, okay? Not like today where the kids are, I'm gonna go take a nap. The mother's like, that's okay, Justin, go take a nap. You've been up for 2 hours now, you're probably exhausted. So go upstairs, lay down, refresh, and come back down when you're good and ready to operate your day. Not my family, okay? Father been living up my ass my entire life. Constantly on me, questioning me. I was an altar boy, he questioned that, right? He's like, do they pay you for this shit at the church? You making any scratch? I had asked the priest for a raise. I said, listen, we know what's going on here. You're collecting a lot of cash during the mass, and nobody's getting a cut. We need something, okay? The priest says, we don't pay for mass, we pay for funerals. I said, then put me on the funeral circuit. I'll start working funerals, okay? That's what I was doing. I was working 3, 4 funerals a week during my lunch hour. During my lunch hour, I would have to wolf down my lunch, which was impossible to do because I had the Italian lunch, okay? My lunch had to be refrigerated in the teacher's lounge, all right? Or it would spoil. I had to fill out a special form that the school wasn't responsible if the veal piccata spoiled in the refrigerator. All right, I had real silverware. Nobody wanted to trade at lunch. Everybody had like American, ho-ho Twinkies. I said, anybody want some S cookies? I got S cookie. Stella Doro. Nobody wants this. And my mother would say, make sure you dip those in coffee. Coffee? Ma, they don't serve coffee in the lunchroom. I'm in 3rd grade. Well, I'll pack you some coffee then. So I would eat the lunch, run over to the church, work a full funeral. All the other kids having a ball, meeting friends for life. And here I am, 8 years old, over a corpse with incense. Never pays full price for anything. My father constantly looking for a deal. Went to the dentist. Sitting down at the dentist told him, listen, you need a crown. It's gonna be about $800. My father's like, but crown? I could get the crown. I got a crown guy. Crown guy? Yeah, I'll bring in the part and I'll pay you for the labor. I'll pay cash. What? It's not a body shop. Beautiful garden growing up, though. Beautiful. We never went to the grocery store. We grew it. Right in the backyard. Beautiful. Tomato. String bean. All right, little zucchini. You want some fruit? You picked it off the tree. But at night, we found out something was going on in our garden. There was a little raccoon, something was nibbling on my father's tomatoes, okay? It's a big deal. We had a family meeting about it. Most American families, they'll call up Orkin. We'll just call Orkin. They'll come set up some traps. Then they'll release the animal back into the wild so it could reunite with its family. My father's like, listen, we're gonna murder this motherfucker, all right? We're gonna put antifreeze on bologna. What? Why, Papa? Why? Because it eats the intestines. That's why. Now go get the antifreeze in the garage. We're gonna make a sandwich for our friends tonight. Woke up in the morning, birds, squirrels, raccoons, murdered all over the property. Neighbors coming by, have you seen our cat? Nah, we haven't seen shit. Does it like bologna? We sent the message. Okay? Trap don't send the message. Antifreeze makes it clear. We ain't playing around with our zucchinis. Okay? Old world upbringing. Superstitious. God, my family's superstitious. I remember once I got my first car, it was a 1984 Celica, Toyota Celica GT shit brown. Right? As soon as I got it, my father hung a red horn from the rear view mirror of the car, right? Just a red horn dangling. I go, what are you doing? This looks like, it's for the Malocchio, the eye. So nobody gives you the eye. I go, what eye? The fucking eye! Italians, Sicilians, they believe if somebody looks at you, they could literally give you bad luck. Just on a look, all right? So now we have to have defense mechanisms, okay? I dated girls who weren't even Italian. They'd get into the car, they're like, why do you have a red pepper hanging from your rearview mirror? What is this all about? And I'd have to explain, nah, it's for the demons, you know? So nobody looks at you and cripples your soul. You don't have that in your family? No? It was all old world. No real medication at the house. I didn't know what was going on. I got a fever. My mother started cutting potatoes, right? She would put slices of potatoes with a rag. I go, don't we have any Tylenol? Why are potatoes on my head? I grew up, I was covered in Vicks. We have vats of Vicks. They would just rub me. They would boil water. They would drop the Vicks in the water. Then I would have to hover over the water. Right? 183 degrees. Breathing. Then a beach towel would come over my head. I'm like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Get it off. And they would just hold me there. Stay. I can't breathe. Don't we have halls? We need halls. But as odd as this upbringing might have been, they taught me passion. They taught me whatever you do in life, you do it 138%. You give it your all. Yeah. Pride. Pride in work. You look around now, nobody's working. The people that are working, they don't want to be there. All right, go to the airport. The people that work at the airport, upset that we even showed up to fly. I've never seen an angrier group of people in my life. Soon as you walk into the terminal, they're tapping each other. Look at. They brought bags. They got bags! I can't take the airport, especially now with these families, especially now. Summertime, the families, they're coming out like ants. Ants! With these little kids, enough with these little kids on an airplane, okay? 1 week old with placenta on it going to Hawaii. Hawaii. And what happened to fathers in this country? Their balls have been detached and thrown in a purse somewhere. What is going on with the fathers? I'm looking at this family check-in. The wife is doing everything. She's lifting the heavy bags. She's doing the ticketing, the boarding passes. And the father's off to the side like a dunce sitting there with his son hanging off his chest in some type of kangaroo sack. Honey, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak. I'll just sit here like an idiot. I'd breastfeed if I could, you know that. It's even happening with my own friends. I called my buddy, I go, what'd you do today? Well, I went to the parent-teacher conference. Parent-teacher conference? My father didn't even know where the school was. He'd often ask me, what grade are you in? Where are you at? Another buddy's got a man cave he can't stop talking about. Oh, you gotta come by. Got my man cave. Go down there, watch the game on Sunday. Got my beer in my little koozie. Man cave? You're bragging about a man cave? My father had a man cave. It was the house. There was never, change the channel, Dad. We didn't do that. We watched whatever he was watching. We sat there, watched it, right? 5 years old, I'm watching 60 Minutes going, this is terrible. What's going on in Lebanon, huh, Dad? It was time for me to check in, right? Now, the check-in process at the airport, they don't want to look at you, head down, right? No smile, nothing. I feel like I'm working, right? I feel like I work at United. Hi, how you doing, right? The only time they get happy is when the bag goes over the weight allowance. They love telling you, you're gonna owe extra on this bag. And you know it's heavy. When you're packing it at home, you tell your wife, we're never gonna make it with the, just okay, okay, right? It's so heavy, right? You put it up there, and you know it's heavy, so you kind of try and release it. You do that like kind of soft release, like that's gonna take weight off the bag. And her mood changes. She's like, ooh, I'm sorry. Your bag is 2 pounds over. You're gonna have to take 2 pounds out of your bag. Now, like an idiot, I gotta open up my bag in front of 187 people. I don't know what 2 pounds is. I'm taking out a boot, a sock, toothpaste. Is this 2 pounds? Does anybody know what 2 pounds is? They're gonna charge me an extra $8,000.